Shalom, Israel. Want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWAHSHI, BAHASHAM, Rakah, Quadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders and bishops at Great Millstone. And peace and salutations and peace and mercy to the prophets, the hopeful elect, the 144,000, and to the men and women of the 12 lost tribes of Israel, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians. Shalom. Back with another lesson. I'll title this one, Carrying the Correct Message to Others. Carrying the correct message to others. Call halal, Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWAHSHI. Call halal, Yamla, Allahayanawa, Abanawa, Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWAHSHI. And something that's on my spirit, and as the title reads, Carrying the Correct Message to Others. And this is the end where where we're at. The latter end, and Esau is the end of the world, as the scripture says, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. Who is Jacob? You Hebrew Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians, the 12 lost tribes of Israel, the Lord's chosen people. We're watching the downfall of our enemy, Esau Edom, the collapse of his system through the power and the spirit of Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWAHSHI. He told you his indignation is roughly paraphrasing it, bear forever against Esau. There's no repentance for him. Jake, we're next, starting with the Lord's elect. But we have just a few or, a handful more of prophecies left. Jacob's trouble as of June in 2025 right now. This is, we're in the beginning stages of Jacob's trouble. This thing is we're going into the worst time ever in history. We're coming into a level of violence that we have never seen before. Never on earth. Ultimately in this place, the U.S., Babylon, America, where that giant, that lake of fire is coming, where it's going to be. The U.S., Babylon, spiritually known as Sodom and Egypt. We have Jacob's trouble, famine of hearing the words of the Lord, the micro C-hip. These are all in order too. The micro C-hip, the mark which is spoken about in Revelation, the 13th chapter, where no man can buy or sell. That this is a major prophecy. Major prophecy, because if you take that mark, you're not going to be delivered. That mark is going to determine who is the Lord's elect, which is the micro C-hip. If you take that mark, the micro C-hip, the RFID, you going to be destroyed, man. You're not going to be delivered in the Lord's second return. And a lot of people is going to be delivered. Salaki, a lot of people is going to be destroyed by taking that mark. And we have World War III, the War of Armageddon. And right along with that, the Lord coming back, cracking them clouds to destroy the Lord's enemies, our enemies, which are you other nations, to destroy your military might, and the Lord coming back to destroy this place, the U.S., Babylon, the second Egypt, and to deliver the elect out of his people. This is what's on the table right here. And right now, you're supposed to be on fire. You're supposed to be on fire right now in whatever lot that you're at, that the Lord put you in. You're teaching, helping, helping, whatever your lot is, you're supposed to be on fire for this truth, man. And getting ready to forsake everything, including your family if it needs be, because there's nothing more important than salvation. This is what's on the table right now, man. But I'm gonna quickly address this, this brother, man, named Gabar Shao Ba. That's his name and his channel name. And he supposedly, has a problem or with me because um, he made he did a lesson the other day, and I shared it, you know, and I usually don't do this, man, because it's too much going on. But he trying to throw, um, trying to call me a fraud and fake and all of this stuff. But he came on my channel before, saying basically, you don't have a street ministry. I guess this is the whole problem, that you don't have a street ministry, which I'm on the street right now. I've been on the street, and I don't have a computer or a laptop and all of that. I just got a pissy little Android phone, and with the value messed up. This is why I wear my headphones and stuff like that. My devices ain't all up to par, and there's nothing wrong with me. And I don't want to go too deep into my financial situation and all this. I don't want to go. I'm not going to go too deep into that. But there's nothing wrong with me. I hit hard and run fast. You know what I'm saying? There's absolutely nothing wrong with me. And ultimately, with this truth, I'm in the best shape of my life. I am in the best shape of my life. But I guess this is the big problem. He's then worked up some sweat and, put up a lesson and rebuking me, the other day, and, it came out today or whatever. But this is his problem, that I'm a fraud, I'm a phony, you don't have no street ministry. Saying I've been commenting on his page, and in his lesson, he came out just through the spirit, because like I said, he came on my comment board saying, leaving scriptures talking about it was in Matthew, I forgot what it is, but I just, okay, the water, you know what I'm saying? And then he came out in the lesson the other day saying, he didn't mention my name, but speaking about brothers, that this brother been in the truth for, if you've been in the truth for 2, 3, 4 years, you're supposed to have a street ministry, and I don't know how brothers is sharing his videos, getting mad, at the Akim sharing my videos. And brothers in the brotherhood, ultimately here at Great Millstone, they not stupid, man, through the spirit. And one of the brothers from L.A., I forgot his name, from the L.A. camp, does excellent videos, man. He said in his video last night that because he was going in on Deacon Akah, Priest Akah, and he was basically saying, man, you can, with this spiritual discernment, you can look at a brother, man. You can look at a brother and tell he's full of shit, or he got something. Basically, he got some something up under his rug, some dirt or some something funny, man. But brothers ain't stupid, man. Brothers, brothers can look and see that who's full of shit and who's not. Ultimately, through your work, man. And this brother Gabar Shao, calling brothers pussy and shit from the amongst the Akim for sharing my video. And how about you? Basically saying I'm coming onto your comment board and leaving. I left one comment, man. Because I understand, in that Proverbs 17:3, that the Lord gonna try everybody's heart, just like the elder from the Connecticut camp. Like, he came out in his lesson the other day saying you're gonna have to prove yourself, man. You're gonna have to prove yourself because things are going to another level. Yeah, you know, a lot of brothers is comfortable, and you know you're gonna have to prove yourself because you know the persecution, everything. You're gonna be tried, man. All of us is gonna be tried. I've been rambling, man, but you know, and then you saying I'm hiding and I'm outside, man. I'm using what the Lord gave me right now on my devices, my little twos and fews, and we just gonna rock like that until this is the lot right now. What the Lord is giving, and it's full go because the Lord, because you know, Apostle Tahar said just teach. You get this, you eat the roll, go teach. Period. Go teach. Let me go here, man. Colossians 3:23. I don't want to make this too long because this is foolishness, man. You know, talking about brothers is, you know, out there and, you know, brothers got stabbed. And then you want to talk about, well, I almost got stabbed. Well, I've been stabbed. And held that gunpoint. That ain't nothing to glorify. That ain't nothing to glorify. And been locked up. So I ain't nobody scared of nothing. I'm not scared of nothing. Period. But the Lord. Period. I've been stabbed. Not almost. I've been stabbed. It ain't nothing to glorify, man. Colossians 3:23. Call halal Yahawashi YAHAWAHSHI. And I'm going to leave this alone after this, man. You can comment and make videos all you want. But Colossians 3:23, it says, I'll go Colossians 3:22. It says, servants obey in all things. Servants obey in all things your masters according to the flesh, not with eye service as men pleasers, but in singleness of heart fearing the Lord. It says 23. It says, and whatsoever ye do, do it heartily as to the Lord and not unto men. I don't give a damn about pleasing you. And you don't know what's going on. And I've been rebuked by a couple of the elders already. Period. And made my correction. And I don't reject correction at all because you know, in other words, the Lord is telling you take advice and accept correction. Take advice and accept correction. And I understand that. But you know, you're coming at me, you bitch ass nigga, and the Lord gonna kill you. And yeah, I put that comment up there because the lesson that you did the other day, you didn't say my name. You didn't come out and say my name. You were just throwing some, and I just read through because I watched the whole your whole little lesson. I watched it, and I don't even know who you are. But just through the Spirit, the Lord led me to that lesson, and I seen it. I read right through it. And that's why I told you, if you're a man, say the name. Don't try to dress nothing up. Say the name. See? Don't try to hide behind nothing. You didn't, that whole lesson, you didn't say Yasharala 144. You didn't say that. And I shared the video. Brothers can go back and look. You didn't say my name, but I read through your ass like glass, man. I seen through you like glass. Through the Spirit. It says 24, it says, knowing that of the Lord ye shall receive the reward of the inheritance, for ye serve Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHAWAHSHI. 25, it says, but he that doeth wrong shall receive for the wrong which he hath done. And there is no respect of a person. And we understand that, man. We understand that. See? That if I'm wrong, and the Lord see that. You can't run no tricks or no trades on the Lord. He understands who's playing games. Let me go here. Habakkuk. Or matter of fact, let me go here. 2 Peter's. 2 Peter's 1 and 10. 2 Peter 1:10, it says, wherefore, the rather, brethren, give diligence. See? Give diligence to make your calling and election sure. For if ye do these things, ye shall never fail. And that's all I can do is give my diligence. And diligence in the Hebrew goes back to that word stupazo. Stupazo. Matter of fact, let me go here. So giving diligence, man. Make haste, and then or make you supposed to be, because you went in, that the brother Gabar Shao, you went in there and you was all into my views. This brother has over 100,000 views. And went into how he has over 1,400 lessons, and you got more lessons than me. Yeah, this is only my third year in this. And Apostle Tahar told you, you're going to be known of your good works or your bad works. We get a good report or a bad report. And none of the, you're the only one who's basically came at me. Outside of the couple elders who's in the beginning when I came and rebuked me for the name and, something else. But brothers, brothers see amongst the Akia, man. But you calling niggas, calling brothers bitch asses and pussies and stuff for sharing brothers' videos and stuff like that. Let me go here, man. Let me go here. Habakkuk. I'll close out with these last two. Habakkuk 2. Habakkuk 2 and 2. Habakkuk 2 and 2, and it reads, it says, and the Lord answered me, and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it. See? And the Lord answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it, read it. See, it says in diligence. Speed. You run the race, man. And this is not no sprint. This is a marathon, man. This is not no sprint. This is a marathon. You got to endure. It says, and who wrote the vision? The prophets. And we know the prophets of old, they didn't understand this end time prophecies. They did not understand it. In the end here, the prophets understand it. We understand it clearly. It says, and the Lord answered me and said, write the vision and make it a plain upon tables, that it may run that read it. We're supposed to be on fire about this truth, man. And I came in this truth homeless. We're absolutely nothing. Broke, homeless. And I just put my head down and work. That's it. Doing the best that I possibly can. And in due time to elevate. So, you're going all into my views, looking at how many lessons I got and counting up my views and, lessons and all of that. And that's, hey, I just do the work, man. I don't look at my views and less. This is full steam about the Lord, man. Salvation is on the line. All that extra stuff I don't care about. Except feeding the Lord's sheep. That's it. So hey, stay off my page, man. You know, it is what it is. The Lord, we're going to find out. This is why the Lord has Jacob's trouble. This is why the Lord has the micro C hip, because we're going to find out who is part of the Lord's elect in the end here. This is going to determine who the Lord's elect is. Period. Shalom.